kwa maisha ya ndoa.
Welcome to Maisha ya Ndoa, a very beautiful show that we've lined up for you this wonderful evening about two persons who meet in college and they end up becoming arch enemies. Yes, you heard me right. But how the story ends is very interesting, and it ends in the most unexpected way. Well, they're here to tell us their story, and you will enjoy, you will learn. And like we always say, your marriage must stand. That's why we bring such wonderful couples here to share with you and I their experiences. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sue Power-Roy, and let's get to hear the names and just understand who we have on set today.
Okay, praise the Lord. My name is Bishop Alfred Bogonko. I'm saved and I love Jesus as my personal savior.
Karibu sana, Bishop.
Amen.
Today the anointing is sufficient if we have a bishop in the house.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I am Pastor Faith Nyokabi Bogonko, the wife of this great man of God.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Thank you. We can't wait to just hear how you two guys met, the relationship between you two. Of course, I've just given a tip of the iceberg to the audience, but we want to hear more. So you meet in which college?
Yeah, in 1994, I went to Nairobi Pentecostal Bible College. That's when I started the first year. And the following year, 1995, that's when Faith joined there. Na sikuwa namuona because there were very few ladies in the college. There were around 6 ladies, and we were 116 men.
Hey, ratio.
Yes. And so mwanzo sikuwa namuona, lakini vile tuliendelea ikafika mahali because ilikuwa ikifika Friday tunaenda home for ministry, tunarudi Sunday. So ilifika mahali nikaanza kusikia kakitu, najikuta nakuja college nikiwa na chocolate nampatia.
Unapatiwa chocolate?
Hata siku ya kwanza aliniuliza, na hizi ma chocolate unaniletea ni za nini? And I was a pastor.
And you're bringing chocolates?
Yes.
But just before now the chocolates, before we get there,
yes.
Kabla chocolate ikuje Sunday, because you told me prior that ilikuwa inakuja Sunday. What was it like in between Tuesday and Sunday?
Bosnia. It was a war zone. I think both of us being very strong-willed, though I was a preacher, though I was in ministry, I had an issue with submission. And I never liked anybody to tell me, do this or do that. I knew God speaks to me. He doesn't need to send anybody.
So you were not friends?
So we were not friends. And being our senior, a year ahead of me, they had a mandate, kunyorosha first years, in a very divine way. Ilikuwa inaitwa kidole ya Mungu. Na he was my kidole, and he terrorized me. Like we would go, like when we were having meals, every student, whether you are a bishop, apostle, prophet, because it was a Bible college, you go into that school and you had to learn to serve. So if it was my week in the kitchen duty, breakfast was tea, bread, boiled egg, and croma. But he would demand I bring him a fork and a knife.
Which you need and use?
No! Did you need them?
Not really.
And so I would feel agitated and so that would spill over. So like at 4 when we were all free, and I would go make a call. He used to love making many calls. He was always on the phone, and it was a phone booth. So when I went to the phone, I would be talking to my sister, and if I see him coming, I would say, there's a guy who bullies me. Keep talking. Mi nitaongeza pesa. Keep talking. So I would have enough coins. Then you tell me I need to use the phone. I'm like...
So it's a moment to like now bully back.
Yes. And so we had those kinds of fights, small fights that would spill over.
So you were not per se at some point very good friends?
No, we were not. We were not good friends. Na hatu kujua siku moja tutakuwa marafiki.
Lakini ilikuwa inafika mahali unakuja na chocolate.
Sasa ilifika mahali sasa sijui vile ilianza because nilikuwa nikienda kuhubiri Sunday come back ninakuja na chocolate nampatia, but tulikuwa tukikutana kwa booth saa nyingine tunaongea vizuri. Na hiyo college yetu kuna hiyo unasikia kidole. Ukilikuwa ukiona mtu ako na mahewa unatoa hiyo mahewa na kama hiyo sasa kumuitisha kichiko na uhitaji uone kama ataileta. It was part of helping new students.
So you were getting helped?
Yeah, I was helping.
Well, he says it. I still have a different opinion.
But anyway, you keep on working together.
Yeah.
You're in leadership, both of you. Of course, very strong personalities. At what point did you now feel there's something more than now the enmity and just normal friendship?
Now, there's a time Ron Kennedy came to Nairobi.
Oh yes, kuna wakati alikuja.
Yes, Nyayo Stadium. And she loves singing and she loves people sing well. So
and I
that
really
time,
loved
Ron Kennedy, alikuwa anapenda Ron Kennedy sana. So she was like, oh, Ron Kennedy is coming to Nyayo Stadium. Na mimi sikuwa mtu ya hizo, lakini nikasema si twende. Akasema hey, twende. So we went. So kufika Nyayo Stadium, walikuwa nalipa. Kuna pesa ilikuwa nalipa ingie ndani. So I paid for her. So tukaingia. So wakati tuliingia tukakaa pamoja. So Ron Kennedy was singing there. So mikono tukaanza kuinua. That was the first time nilikaa karibu na yeye.
And there was no tension.
And was kuwa na tension. Na kutoka hapo tukatoka nje vizuri, tukapigiana kwa heri, hatukuongea anything. Then tukasema tuonane Sunday. So tukaenda. So when I came back on Sunday, nikafiri kuna kakitu. Na unajua ukifiri mimi ni ule mtu nikitaka nikisikia kitu ninasema. Siwezi kusema nilienda nikaomba ati nikaonyeshwa. Nilimwambia kuna kitu na feel. Siku moja nikamwambia na I want us to go out for lunch.
Did you show up?
For that lunch? No.
She didn't.
I didn't go.
Nilikunywa masoda peke yangu the whole day.
Why didn't you show up?
I had...
Did you promise, first of all, did you give your word that you'd come?
He told me he wanted to buy me some coffee. I asked him when, he said the day, and then I said, okay. But now, there was something that was disturbing me. We were both in our late 20s, and I did not want to play cat and mouse. So I told myself, he had told me before, he dated a girl for 2 months, and they had like 2-3 dates, but she came late, 15 minutes late, and he said it's over because he's strict with time. So I said, instead of we date and then we break up because I didn't show up, I'm not going. So that day I left college, I went to YMCA, I swam, I finished swimming, I went to the salon, I did my hair and my nails.
And he's waiting?
I waited.
And drinking the sodas?
Drinking the sodas.
And there were no phones those days, so he couldn't know where I was. But he would call the booth in college, and they say, Faith Kamau is not here.
Oh my goodness.
So when I came back on Sunday, I was so mad. And nikasema, kama hii ndio kuoa, wacha ikae. So nikamwambia kwa nini ukuja, akaniambia alienda salon. Sasa hiyo ikaniongezea tena uchungu.
Imagine ameenda salon badala ya kukuja date.
Alinidharau kabisa. Si hata angeniambia akuchi. So tukakaa, nikamwambia okay. Kukaa the following weekend nikaenda. Nikasema hata isile chocolate sipeleki, lakini nikafeel no, I need to, nikanunua tena nikapeleka. Hiyo kitu bado ilikuwa nasikia msichana simpendi lakini nampenda. So I came, nikamletea, and then nikamwambia kama atakubali niende kumnunulia lunch. So akaniambia it's okay.
Then he asked me, are you sure?
Nikamuuliza are you sure? Akaniambia yes.
I said yes. Will you come?
Yes.
I said yes.
And he went?
Yes,
so,
this time I
So
accepted.
this time she came. So we went to Hurlingham. Tulichukua Kenya bus. We went to Hurlingham. Kufukua pale Hurlingham, so tukaingia kwa restaurant nyingine hapo Hurlingham. Nikamwambia angalia ile chakula atakula. So she took a menu, and then I started praying inside. Nikamwambia Mungu please, umsaidie achague chakula sio ya pesa mingi because I didn't have enough money. Sikuwa na pesa ya chakula ya watu wawili because nilikuwa nimesave sana. So akaitisha chakula, akaitisha burger na chips. na juice. So mimi nikaitisha juice. Akanisa ukuli, nikamwambia mimi nilikuwa shakula na sikuwa nimekula.
Ni budget.
Ni budget.
Kwa sababu bado uko college.
Yes.
And you started eating.
Yes. So wakati alianza kukula na mimi nikasema hapa this is the right timing ya kumwaga mambo yangu hapa.
Hallelujah.
So nikamwambia sasa ameanza kukula, nikamwambia Faith, I have something to tell you. I love you and I want to marry you and I want the answer now.
Now.
Yes.
You're on your first trip, probably, or your first bite.
Like I had taken the first bite of this awesome burger, kajuice. Then the second one, Sazili, and you know, burger haina adabu. So you cannot like, you know, I was like, they says that. So I couldn't swallow. I don't know, I got stuck. And then I chewed. Now I'm getting confused. My emotions were everywhere. And
the answer is needed now?
The answer is needed now. So after I chewed down, I was confused for quite a while. Then after I gathered myself together, I told him, I'm going to give you an answer. And before I do, I have something to tell you. So I needed him to know who I really was, where I came from, what the Lord had done for me. Not just the person he sees who sings and who preaches, not this person he sees in college, but this person that the Lord, the complete package. After I told him that, he told me, is that it? You have not answered me. I want to marry you. I said, I knew that's what you wanted.
But I want us to get to know each other.
Yes. But because I know this is the way the Lord is leading us, the answer is yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the relationship begins there. Just before we get into marriage life, a few minutes and we'll be going for a short break. You shared with us before we began the program that at some point you broke your engagement. And Mkambiana, God bless you, God bless you.
Yeah, there was a time I think we disagreed on something very minor.
And you went to, what gardens were those?
So there is a guy, nilikuwa nakaa na yeye, was one of our pastors. Then he's a Ruo. Then wakati sijui tulikosana na yeye nini, nikasema huyu mtu amenikosea. So nikaona ni kama anamprotect. Nikamwambia inaonekana unapenda Wacharuo.
Offended me.
Yes.
And you wanted to break off the relationship.
Yes.
You know what I didn't want? We broke off.
Yeah.
For how long?
Well, that's the story. Because we prayed over each other.
We went to Chivanji Garden. And then we said, now, badala tusukumane hii, na tuje kuja kukosana baadaye tuachane saa hii. Na tukasema ni sawa.
And we prayed.
Tukashikana mikono. In fact, we cried. Nikamwambia uende vizuri Eldoret na mimi wacha nibaki Nairobi vizuri. Then we went. In fact, ikumaliza siku mbili. So usiku nikampigia simu.
Na mkaanza tena
we didn't even say immediately, but you know, ulifika vizuri, just checking on you, and then we started communicating,
and it grew,
and then it grew.
Then you get married, and of course now that's a whole new story to it.
Yes.
And here you are, a nice girl who's come from college, and he has very high expectations.
Yes.
And also he's a young man who's just a Bible college graduate, and probably will have expectations. I will be going for a short break in a minute or so. How was your, did you have very high expectations of each other, just to answer in a nutshell?
Yeah, when we were dating, we used to meet at Central Park near Selena Hotel. And you know, I used to tell her, Mimi, you don't understand anything. I come from a very poor family. And she came from a rich family. So two people coming from different backgrounds. Lakini nilikuwa namwambia, I might not have anything, but I have faith. Kwamba hatujakolewa kwa shida. Siku moja tutakaa. Nilikuwa namwambia, unaona hii Uhuru Highway? Siku moja tutakuwa kwa hiyo jam na gari yetu. Unajua tulikuwa tunakaa hapo the whole day hatukuli kitu because hatukuwa na pesa. Ama saa nyingine tulikuwa tunaenda Ruthuri Avenue. Tunakula chips ya 2 shillings and 50 cents. Alafu tunaweka ile vinegar mingi ndio ushibe haraka.
But for me, it was never a problem because I came from a rich family, and somewhere in the middle of primary school, my parents were both very, very major business people. Then stuff happened and we became poor. So I used to say, I will never get married to a rich man.
So
I
your answer
asked
was more
God
of a
to
home.
give me a poor man who loved him, but
Wow.
not a pastor.
That is a very interesting combination. A poor man who loves God and not a pastor. We are on Maisha and Ndoa. Keep watching, going for a short break. When we come back, much more. They'll be talking to us about now life in marriage. They've dated, they're in Bible school. Now it's the new chapter, marriage, for Mr. and Mrs. Bogonko. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
Oh, kwa maisha ya ndoa.